Imagine waking up one morning to discover that every desert on Earth had transformed overnight into dense, thriving forests. The Sahara, once a vast sea of endless sand, is now a green ocean of towering trees stretching as far as the eye can see. The Arabian Peninsula, the Australian Outback, even the Mojave, all places once defined by scorching heat and barren landscapes, are suddenly alive with streams, plants, and wildlife. At first, humanity celebrates. News channels show breathtaking footage of camels walking through lush jungles where dunes used to be, of people in once arid villages collecting water from new rivers, of farmers smiling as fertile land appears where none had existed for centuries. The planet seems to have healed itself, gifting humanity an unimaginable paradise. Global hunger might be solved. Entire nations that struggled with drought can now thrive. But the beauty of this miracle carries shadows no one could have anticipated. Very quickly, the balance of the world begins to shift. Weather systems that depended on deserts for heat and airflow collapse. Monsoon patterns in Asia suddenly intensify because the Sahara no longer reflects sunlight but absorbs it, creating storms of unprecedented strength. The Amazon, which used to be called the lungs of the planet, now faces competition. With deserts gone, the Earth's atmosphere swells with oxygen, more than it has carried for millions of years. Fires spread uncontrollably. A single spark in these new forests becomes an inferno, unstoppable, devouring thousands of square miles in hours. Animals from deserts begin to vanish. Lizards, snakes, scorpions, species adapted to extreme dryness, die off in silence. Migratory birds lose their routes, disoriented by the sudden change in landscapes. Meanwhile, predators from other regions invade the new forests, bringing chaos into ecosystems that have no natural balance. Scientists warn that while the planet looks greener, it is dangerously unstable. Humanity realizes too late that deserts had a role. They were not lifeless wastelands, but crucial regulators of Earth's climate. Without them, the planet begins to tremble. Then the real terror begins. Seismologists in North Africa notice a strange pattern. As the Sahara fills with life, the weight of new water and vegetation presses down on the Earth's crust. Massive cracks open, releasing deep gases trapped for millions of years. In Australia, similar ruptures trigger earthquakes across regions that had never known such violence. It becomes clear that deserts were not just barren by chance, they were pressure valves for the planet, vast spaces designed by nature to keep the Earth in balance. With their sudden replacement, the planet is suffocating under its own abundance. Panic spreads as food supplies begin to collapse. The forests grow so fast they consume all the available groundwater. Rivers once flowing into cities are redirected into endless routes. Nations that once celebrated are now scrambling to stop the spread. Governments try to burn down sections of the new forests, but oxygen-rich air makes the fires uncontrollable, and entire regions are reduced to ash. What was once a miracle of green becomes an apocalypse of flame. And then comes the twist. Astronomers, watching the skies as climate chaos unfolds, detect a strange anomaly. The forests did not grow naturally. Their formation followed a pattern, a spiral visible from satellites. The greenery is not random, it is organized, as though drawn by a hand. The spirals point toward a single location deep in the Sahara, now hidden beneath towering jungle. A research team sent into the region vanishes without a trace. Before their last transmission cuts, one word is heard through static, engineered. The implication is terrifying. This was not nature. Something or someone planted the forests deliberately, reshaping Earth's surface in one night. But for what purpose? To heal the planet? To study humanity's reaction? Or to prepare the Earth for an arrival that needs the deserts gone? The world is left to watch as satellites show the forests expanding even further, inching toward cities, wrapping around mountains, claiming coastlines. The transformation is not stopping. It's accelerating. Silence falls across the globe as people realize the unthinkable. The deserts were not just empty landscapes, they were barriers, borders, shields. And now that they are gone, nothing stands in the way of what is coming. Humanity thought it had been gifted paradise. But in reality, the deserts were keeping something out. And now, that door has been opened.